going on, everybody? I'm Scrigo Joe, here with DeFi Sean, Mr. Pixels, Rebel Matt, Mike the Cryptonaut, here with another Moon Monday. Hi guys, how everyone doing today? Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and comment down below. Also, hit the notification bell, put that bad boy in all to be notified whenever we do have these updates on live streams. If you're following us on Twitter, all you gotta do is hit the follow button. It's that easy, that simple. Just to be notified when we have our lives also on Twitter as well. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to save them for the end of the stream. We'd love to answer any and all of your questions. And if you're on Twitter and you want to ask a question, you can add us on Twitter, or probably the easy way to do it is just hop on YouTube, pop your question on YouTube, and we'll be able to answer it there as well.
What's up? What's up, everyone? Delighted to be back for another Monday. It's awesome. Can't wait to hear all the big news. I'm sure if anyone's in Telegram, they've seen it. Some of it anyway, at least. And yeah, excited to get it going.
Hey guys, how's it going? Another exciting Monday. You know, I like these the best because I can actually make it, unlike Fridays because I'm usually still at work. So yeah, looking forward to details and everything we've got going.
Hello, Infinaeon Army. Hope everyone is having a great day.
All right, welcome everyone to Moon Monday. Always exciting because we have the whole entire crew here. So get all your questions ready, especially any technical questions. We always usually have Matt here on Monday, so it makes it a little bit easier to get those questions answered as he doesn't have to type it in chat and different things like that. As far as the news goes for the week, we'll go ahead and cover some things. So we did kind of scratch a couple things off that we've been working towards the last couple weeks to make sure that we kind of got off that roadmap. The very first thing we have is the wallet is officially on the Google Play Store. Wanted it to be a surprise, but the Infinaeon Army is always on their game, and I saw people talking about in chat. They seem to have found it out, so it's really hard to keep secrets from you guys because you guys are always on the ball, finding stuff and things like that. I personally have not used it on Android. I think the only person on the stage, if I'm not mistaken, is Mike that has an Android. Mike, have you gotten to use it and test it out a little bit?
Yeah, of course, I tested it. It works fine so far. So, yeah, every Android user get this app. It works very smooth, and yeah.
Yeah, and as far as Apple, that will be coming as soon as we kind of get through that red tape. If you're unfamiliar with Apple, they are not easy to get things listed. There's verification after verification, question after question. It's definitely a lengthy process. We are working on it, so that will be hitting the Apple App Store as soon as we possibly can get it on there.
Honestly,
I know a lot of people.
Honestly, Sean, how many forms have you had to submit so far?
More than I can count. Yeah, even just setting up the organization account took me like a month. Like it was more things than I could count. Then inside of that, the LunarPumpFun app, that was a process. So that was it's all in the same account. So that took a while. So yeah, it's definitely just a process, just setting everything up. For reference,
I was just going to say
it before
with Apple too, right? Because they're really sticky when it comes to especially crypto, right?
Yeah, especially crypto. Yeah, of course. I mean, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just making sure everything's on the up and up before they go ahead and get it taken care of. I know with the organization account, it took me about a month to get every single thing straight with Apple. It took me less than 24 hours to get it taken care of with Google, just to kind of show you some reference on how easy it is to get something listed on Android comparative to Apple. So it's just such a lengthy process. I know a lot of people keep asking. Unfortunately, we're not going to have an answer to that until we kind of know. We'll probably know 48 hours. We'll probably know 48 hours before you guys know, because as soon as we get the go ahead and the green light that it's ready to go, it's going to go live probably within 24 hours of that. So we won't know much before anyone else. So wallet, hopefully all the Android users are out there using it. It's the easiest way to take advantage of the Infinaeon blockchain in particular. You don't have to worry about downloading any information onto MetaMask or SafePower or anything like that. It's automatically going to be on there waiting for you and ready to go. And then the other big news of the day, I know everyone was excited for it, had a pretty good morning. Infinaeon is now live on Bitmart. We have our links right here where you can go ahead and trade. You can go ahead and register. Let's see where I honestly haven't. I've been so busy today. We are It's up 45% on the 24 hour. 24 hour volumes at 543, so very solid. Definitely had a shot up. Yes, that's the chart right here. So yeah, everything's looking good on Bitmart. Like we also said, this listing wasn't for this particular moment per se. This isn't a meme token. We weren't just trying to get tons of centralized exchange listings to kind of hype it and try to pump the charts. Not the goal of it. A lot of things that you need to do in the space, centralized exchange is required. So we kind of started with Bitmart. There will more than likely, or no doubt, be more centralized exchanges coming down the line, but there's just tons of stuff that we're lining up. We are in talks and finalizing a deal with a very heavy hitting marketing company. I'm not sure if I can say the name yet. Even if I did, it's one of those companies that kind of work in the background a little bit. Not many people would know about it or know the name, I guess, per se. But they are a company that has a very good track record. And I know we're going to be super excited to work with them. You're going to see us on tons of different spaces and just so much stuff lined up. So yeah, the wallet, and then Bitmart, ICO is next on the list. And then, of course, the LunarPumpFun Soul is going to be next on the list. And Joe, I know you'll be excited. I was talking to the developer, the Solana developer this morning, about getting some videos up and running, about some different options we can do to kind of have the videos going as soon as possible. Because again, I know that's something that Joe's really looking forward to.
Yeah, no, I think it's the evolution of DeFi in general. Having the ability to live stream is always, I see it as an evolved version of what things are. I mean, live streaming is a massive thing, and let's be honest, like, crypto's a lot of dudes, but if you see some girls start promoting their crypto, dudes are gonna go and watch their token. And for anyone that goes, okay, well, why do I care about that? Well, if you see a pretty girl and she's gonna launch a token, and if you was to go in and buy a token early, you can make money just because she's gonna launch a token. We saw a lot with Pump.Fun. I mean, nonstop with Pump.Fun, and some of these young ladies were just getting on there, just saying hi everybody, and then immediately a token would bond, like almost that quickly. So you have that aspect. You also have the entertainment aspect as well. Funny people get people to hang around them. People want to be around the people that make them laugh. So you might see some funny people go on and do live streams, and I think it'll be just a really breakout moment for LunarPump.Fun to see people go, hey, listen, that guy's live streaming, buy his token. This beautiful chick saying some whatever, buy her token, and money's gonna be made by just that alone. Not to mention the fact that anything crazy that happens is obviously going to bring attention to LunarPump.Fun. My first introduction to Pump.Fun is literally because I heard about a guy who sat in a toilet until his token reached 1 million. These guys are perverts. You're not wrong. That's the thing. Hey, listen, what guys like pretty girls. They like beautiful bodies, and it's kind of like I tell my wife this all the time. It's kind of like a pretty flower, because you gotta explain it in like why female terms. I go, I like a pretty flower. My flower's a nice pretty female, like, and the thing is, like, and then it's snapper. But the thing is, for like everybody, that's what crypto is. You get pretty girls backing something, eyes will turn for that. It makes the news because of whatever happens on LunarPump.Fun. Eyes will go to that. Eyes will roll over to that. They're gonna want to go where the pretty girls are. They're gonna want to go where the news is, and they want to go where the fun is. And the fun is gonna be happening at LunarPump.Fun. Pump.Fun got rid of their live streams. They had a massive opportunity, and they just said no more than live streams. Okay, and now they're doing this when the next platform, LunarPump.Fun, is going to enable live streams. It's going to allow people to get on there and to show their talents, some more than others, and people are going to be making money through that. It's absolutely amazing thing to happen.
Yeah, and
Joe's gonna be sliding into all the OnlyFans girls' DMs trying to get them to launch tokens, no doubt.
And even that as well, even aside of that, like, it does also allow, if you're not a hot pretty girl that and that's not what your angle is, it allows just even regular people to have that medium to be creative on whatever level they decide to be. If you got if you launch a token, you got like tons of content ready to go, and you're ready for, hey, I got 24-hour live stream here, I got like 10 videos that I'm going to play, I'm going to tell this story, I'm going to do this, going to make a whole presentation.
All right, Infinaeon Gem, let's not act like pretty girls aren't pretty, and we're not gonna look at them or not now. Come on, buddy. Come on now. Like, Oh, it's a hot chick? I'll look away. I have honor. All right, Sir Infinion Jim. But me and the rest of the male population, we're looking.
But yeah,
Great token launching.
but yeah, it just opens up the door for a whole other medium of creativity for any content, any token that they launch, that anybody launches. Just having that ability is awesome. And the way it's going to work, right, it's going to be a third party kind of, you know, embedded in over the top that someone would sign into either whatever would be YouTube or whatever the platform would be, Rumble or something like that, and then they would do the moderation, which is always the worst thing to have to deal with, I would say, for any company. So it's really the smarter way to go, is have a third party in there and utilize that.
Yeah, 100%. We're definitely going the route of embedding, be it basically anyone that'll let us, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, if they allow it. We haven't looked into everything yet, but yeah, we definitely want to go that route. We don't want anything illegal popping up on our platform. So we're going to kind of go that route of letting them kind of monitor and everything. Of course, we'll be monitoring ourselves as well, but nothing is really going to get past, you know, YouTube and all of them. They're pretty quick.
Rose the hottest pick on Binance, huh?
Rose is hot, and let's get Rose bonded. We got Rose right here. Rose knows all. She deserves to get bonded. That's what needs to happen.
Rose needs what Rose needs is she needs that video stuff, and she needs to be turned into AI so she can start doing her live streams. Right, all the software is there, guys. Get ready, get prepped.
Oh, that's a nice idea, mate. Oh, by the way, Bitmart, we are the #1 on the new coins list. You know.
Awesome.
Woohoo!
Very cool. Very cool. Like I said, keep spreading that word. And, you know, with this new marketing partner we're bringing in, we're definitely going to be in a lot of Twitter spaces. I'm going to be working overtime. The way it works out, too, I might even be averaging one per day, sometimes even multiple per day that we'll be hitting up on some of these different Twitter spaces. And not just any Twitter spaces, but actual real Twitter spaces where they do have organic people showing up and different things like that. It's not all just botted like a lot of these Twitter spaces and Telegram AMAs and everything are. That's why we kind of stopped and halted the whole Telegram AMA thing. It's just not worth the money. We'll drop thousands of dollars for basically zero return, almost no investors. So if you've ever been wondering why you don't see us on Telegram, that's why. But you're going to start seeing us branch out. Me in particular, all over Twitter. We're going to be on all your hottest spaces and stuff. Again, talking Infinion.
If anybody thought they weren't getting any sleep before this, wait till this kicks off. And then we're really going to see some zombies walking around the place. But hey, we got this. It's going to be good. And yeah, this marketing agency, yeah, they are hot and heavy when they start getting going, from what I've seen and everything I know about them so far. So we're obviously going to be working with them hand in hand, creating content and all that stuff with them. And the schedule is intense, and it seems like it's specifically designed to really ramp up followers, really gain exposure, you know, expedited kind of that process, right? Hit it hard and heavy. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, again, everything in due time. We got the blockchain out, we got the DEX out, we got Lunar Pump out. We're continuing to add to Lunar Pump. The Android of the wallet is out. Everything is just coming again in due time. Our first centralized exchange listing. We're going to have more centralized exchange listing. We've been kind of looking for the right marketing partner to bring in. We think we found the one. So again, everything that we're doing is in due time. Been preaching kind of since we launched the native token. This is not a meme token. This is something that we are building from the ground up and that we are going to continue to push. And of course, doesn't hurt that the market is absolutely on fire right now. And I don't see it slowing down personally. Could be wrong, obviously, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we keep trending upward. Hopefully Bitcoin hits that new all-time high. I always know too, with Crypto on Calls investing on my YouTube channel, for instance, I had 2 videos I had to make this morning, 2 promo videos. You always know when that market starts heating up because my inbox is just full of people asking for videos when that happens. So just kind of know that's how the market's getting hot and people are looking to launch tokens and stuff like that.
All right, we did have one question there. We're going to get a buy bot for Bitmart buys.
Yeah, so we do have buy bots running, but I can kind of let Matt speak to that more. Matt, if you have anything to say on that.
Well, I mean, you know, Bitmart is not on chain. So, you know, we don't really have a buy bot that's going to pick up Bitmart. You know, they do all their stuff internal, not really anything to reference or pick up from, because it's just numbers on a spreadsheet or book order, type deal. So as far as that goes, there won't be a buy bot for Bitmart.
Yeah, so basically, you got to check out the chart yourself, I guess. What if you want to see? I do know if I'm not mistaken, doesn't CMC, if you get on Coin Market Cap, doesn't it calculate the volume across all tradable places? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, CMC kind of collectively brings in all that. So any LPs that are being traded, or pairs plus exchange listings and all that stuff, it kind of correlates all of it.
Yep. So go ahead, favorite us on CMC every morning when you wake up. It's a good spot to kind of go hit any thumbs up or anything like that, of course, that they have, and you can kind of check out the volume of the total volume for all of our platforms. And of course, as we continue to add different trading avenues, like different centralized exchanges and different things like that, that'll kind of be your place you can go to kind of get the totality of what the volume looks like.
Yeah, and let me just add, when we first launched on Bitmart, a lot of people weren't as happy, but now people understand that everything's done in steps to really push Infinion. Bitmart was necessary, and now it's like, oh, okay, I have a buy bot for it. We just wanted to get on Bitmart. The plan wasn't really to do a ton last time. Last time we were focused super hard on it, but we're just using it as a stepping stone, like we said in the last live stream, to get us to the next level, and just getting on Bitmart, which is step one, and now we're already moving forward with more things that will help Infinion as a whole.
Yeah, and there was a lot of people in the community too were kind of, there was a debate back and forth about it, but not only is it a necessary step for other things to happen, but there was pretty decent community demand for it to get on, some CEX listing at least, right? So it's a good thing all around.
Yep. And centralized exchanges aren't a cheat code anymore. Maybe a couple of years ago, we maybe had about $1 million uptick. I mean, we gained probably 25-30% on our market cap. So very solid. But, these centralized exchanges used to blow things out of the water. Just kind of, they don't do what they used to. And that's why we kind of said from the beginning that we weren't looking to drop all of our money getting centralized exchange listing. That's a centralized exchange listing because we would go broke doing that and we wouldn't really get the return. Again, this was necessary. As we continue to build funds, we will continue to add centralized exchanges, though, because there's a place for it. It's just not necessarily in the forefront, dropping all your money on it at one time.
Yeah, and I think, one of the biggest things that is really happening right now is by far the addition of Solana to Lunar Pump right now. I mean, that coming out is going to be, and that in conjunction with this marketing agency that's going to be jumping in on board as well, I think that is going to be a recipe for, serious moonward mission here. No doubt, I think it's going to expedite things a lot. And when you're offering those incentives that we're going to have on Lunar Pump with the flexible curves that you can adjust and the 50% back, and then you got the ICO feature, it's just offering so much. Cha-ching. Oh yeah, cha-ching. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Let us know about that. We talked about it on Infinaeon Friday, but there might just be some people that are able to tune into Moon Monday. But yeah, give us the deets on that, Sean.
I can't. My life, unfortunately, has been threatened by Matt and Mike that I can't talk too much on that. That I've already spilled too many beans. So kind of, if I like living, I kind of have to be quiet on that a little bit. But
stop leaking infos.
Another cool thing too about the Solana on PumpFun, not only does it generate revenue, but it will link to Infinion. It will link to the Lunar Pump social site. So all the people that get on that platform using it will readily see Infinion and different things like that. So not only does it create revenue, but it's also a billboard for everything that we've built. When they get on it, they'll see Infinion. Of course, you get on enough, you're going to be curious and you're going to want to click that link to see what it is. So again, it's just everything just kind of works together with what we're doing, from the wallet to the token launcher to the blockchain to the DEX. It all works together.
And it's more of a trifecta. It's the ICO. So now people could, will have options. You could do a regular launch, you could do an ICO. It's the marketing that's going to help push everything. And of course, it's getting on Solana. I reached out to some people that were known names on Pump.Fun that had launched their tokens. And the number one question universally I got back from every one of them was, okay, but can I launch on Solana? I see BSC, I see Infinion, but can I do Solana? And the reason why they want to do Solana is because they're used to it. They know how to do it. It's not hard for them. They they're already involved in Solana, and for a lot of us, your first crypto token that you get involved with, it's gonna be definitely something special, and you really don't want to branch out and look at other things. You don't want to learn other things. You just want to stick to what you know. And with crypto, a lot of people want to be on the token that the main token that they're on. A lot of people are on Solana, so going on now, having the ability to do a live stream, well, eventually having the ability to do live streams, and eventually going in Solana, I mean, we're already separated from Pump.Fun in more of an advanced and easier way, but I think this separates us even more so because it allows us to do what people used to do that gained them a lot of notoriety, because everybody was racing, not just to launch a token and live stream, but to launch a token, live stream, do something crazy. I mean, a guy sat in a toilet seat until his token hit 1 million. There were some messed up things that happened as well, and like a guy
I love it.
guy threatening to shoot something. I think he said shoot his dog, something like that, which is messed up. But with that said, it got eyes on Pump.Fun. Good, bad news, it doesn't matter when it comes to DeFi and crypto, because it brings eyes to the platform. And that's all we want. The minute people look over at LunarPumpFun, they can see two simple things: the homepage and the launch. And the minute they go to launch, you go, oh, I can launch right now. It's 2 seconds. It's easy. Oh, you can click on the top right. You can launch on other chains, not just Solana. Like, there's so many things that separate LunarPump.Fun from everybody else. It's the future of LunarPump.Fun is going to be absolutely massive. Because we are an advanced version, we are a better version, but it's done simplified as well, so that anyone can easily use it whenever they feel like it.
And I was saying too on on Friday as well. Matt wasn't here, but Matt was inside Shilling in a space there last week, and literally the other project that was up there, Shilling. You can touch on this too, Matt. But he was literally talking about the exact thing the ICO feature is going to solve, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, their big key was, what kind of protections do you have from, the snipers and the people buying, a bunch of percent all at one time and all this stuff. They're asking this one project that was
He was getting grilled.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is exactly what we're doing, or what we're designing and building to fix. This will be exactly what you need if you have a project that you're going to do more than just a pump and dump, right? If you plan on actually trying to make a long-lasting project, even if it's a meme, but a long-lasting project, this will be the way to do it. And I just kept hitting that home to them, and it started clicking. Okay, yeah, this will be the way to be able to start a project without having to worry about whether it's going to nosedive the second it bonds or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, 100%. So for those that don't know, kind of, I guess you could say our origin story, we started Operation Phoenix, which is now Infinion. We started that to kind of solve that problem, to build something real for the crypto space, which we've done. We've delivered on every single thing we've said we were going to do, and we're going to continue to do so. So we also wanted to start releasing products like the ICO to kind of make it more fair, because especially with crypto and cause investing, we've done so many launches like as a group and everything, and everyone just always gets messed over so bad that, we were like, we have to find a way to put an end to this. And ICO is a very good start of finding a way to actually do it right. Kind of get in everyone at the same starting price. Now, can a chart still dump? Yes, but it would take 50 to 100 people simultaneously dumping to make it dump, rather than 1 or 2 people that bought a huge chunk of supply dumping and getting out. So it really is a good thing. I cannot wait for people to see it in action. And again, Solana was something that was meant to be a little bit more down the road, but we always say it. We are community driven. We are just part of the community, and it was getting, told to us nonstop that we have to be on Solana. So the writing was on the wall that we needed to get on board with what everyone wanted, and that's why we're kind of pivoting to where we're going to be introducing Solana so soon, where it was probably going to be months down the line. It's just something that we had to do now to kind of really get the ball rolling.
Yeah, and I love about the feature too. It's like you can kind of get your community together early before you kind of take the leap. You know what I mean? So you can kind of gather everybody and say, all right, we got at least 3/4 of this ICO that we're going to do covered. We just need a few more people, you know. And I love the idea that you can get your group together, you can get your Telegram all sorted, and you're like, all right, here we go. All right, ICO opening up, let's go. You know, 30 minutes, whatever duration you want to set it at. Like everybody can kind of have a seat at the table as to how it goes down. You can all be prepared beforehand, and you know that it's not going to take a massive shit on you when it launches, right? So it's it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see how people use it, and I can't wait to see how projects actually, you know, develop after the fact, you know. And then you add to that you're giving them 50% back on top of that, right? So now they got some money for marketing, right? And then there's no desire even at that point to dump the one wallet that you might have, because it's like, okay, well, we just got some money back now because we bonded, so we can use that and nobody has to pull anything or this or that, right? We got that. So yeah, I'm super excited for it, man. I can't wait. How about you, Mike? You pumped? You Lunar pumped?
For those that don't know, Mike's a vegetarian. That's why that's funny.
Mike's salivating right now.
Yeah, guys, it's just a little delay here.
All good.
Yeah, it's very funny. Nice, Adam. Very cool, funny. Ha ha ha.
Don't worry,
Oh.
Mike. I'll eat that T-bone for you. Not a problem.
Yeah, I hope so.
Matt will definitely take care of it for you.
I'll fight you for it. I had to take that line from Snatch, seeming I'm Irish and all. I fight you for it.
But yeah, guys, get your questions ready if you have any questions. Again, especially if you have any technical questions, Mondays are always the best day. We're going to try to have lives every day. I kind of said it last week, but my wife and my daughter are going out of town, and I have my son by myself the whole week. So I'm not going to be as available as I normally am. Definitely will be here for Infinaeon on Friday, and I'm going to try to do at least one space per day, but it's going to be a little fluid for me. So yeah, I'll try to be there every day if I can.
You're probably better off getting a little bit of R&R in if you can too before this marketing thing really kicks off.
Yep. Yeah, we should have the deal with the marketing company wrapped up, if not today, within the next few days. So that will be something, you know, we'll be getting onboarded, getting all of our information set up, and, you know, all the graphics and videos, all that fun stuff. And then by next week, we should be off to the races as far as marketing. And again, we'll be on other Twitter spaces. We'll be on our own Twitter spaces. You know, I'll be there multiple times a day. I know Mr. Pixels, Joe, everyone will kind of hop on. And again, the goal is to push this to the masses, and we won't rest. So yeah, we'll be, again, multiple times a day on lives if we have to. And yeah, welcome to all the new listeners. We're at 211 listeners, and we are consistently starting to hit over 200 people. So yeah, shout out to the community. Love the PFPs. If you haven't got it, you need it on YouTube, you need it on Telegram, you need it on Twitter. We need those PFPs everywhere. Any Twitter space you see, hop in, join it. And yeah, especially when we start going live with some of the bigger spaces, we need that whole community to really show up so everyone can see, 30, 40, 50, 60 PFPs in that audience.
Rise of the Dragon. Yeah, Adam, drop the link for the PFPs in the chat there for people too, if you don't mind. And hey, we got Lunar Pump social app too. I don't know if anybody is new. Anybody new that's watching? Yeah, get on over there, set up your account. All things crypto. Doesn't matter if you're launched on Lunar Pump, you're on Infinaeon, whatever chain you're on, whatever coin you got. It's a whole new avenue that's been built out so you can market your token, right? A new avenue that you don't have to worry about, certain things or whatever on X. This is specifically aimed towards crypto.
Yep, such an underrated utility that we have. But when things really start getting going, the community really starts getting bigger. This is a platform that could potentially bring in tons of revenue for this ecosystem and things like that. Of course, huge shout out Katie and CP. Always love having our friendly whale here supporting us. But yeah, this is a huge platform that we really want to push to the masses. And again, it could be a huge moneymaker. And even if you aren't involved, like Mr. P said, with Infinaeon blockchain or with Lunar Pump, and you just want to promote your token, you have a very organic community on this platform just hanging out. Come talk about your token. It's not like a Telegram where you're going to get banned. It is a free-for-all. decentralized crypto platform for people to talk all things crypto.
And you don't have to worry about if the audience that you're dropping it to like are crypto centric or not, because you know that everybody in here is only in here for that specific reason. So you don't have to like, there's no filtering anyone out or trying to target anyone. Like everybody's going to be in here for meme tokens or DeFi tokens or whatever it is. Right? Everything's going to be crypto centric. Everyone looking for, as Joe would say, the next cum rocket. So bring it on.
Joe is on that lookout for that next cum racket. He has been for a while now.
Those OnlyFans girls, I feel like that rocket's gonna be hitting a couple of times. Like, I'm telling you. I mean, like it's just, you know, one hand washes the other. Yeah, no, it's gonna be, it's gonna be really cool to see, you know, the new people come, because like I said, I think in the beginning, people will be a little skeptical, and then many start getting, it becomes like that, the snowball effect, where some will try it and then go, oh wow, this is great, and then people, what do they naturally love to do? Brag. They're gonna brag to their friends, I launched a token, and then they're gonna want to come on it, and they're gonna go, I went live, did a live stream, launching a token, and it's gonna grow and grow. It's gonna happen really fast, really fast, because people, once again, love to talk to other people about what they're doing, especially in crypto, especially in DeFi. And the market's starting to look more and more green. The market's starting to, you know, starting to teeter now to good stuff. No more like fears of wars or crazy tariffs. No more any of that stuff. It's starting to get back to things looking good for the economy. And I don't want to be like mean or like that, but you know, it starts with American economy, and then it kind of branches out to the rest of the world. And from here in America, we are seeing like everything start looking really good, and that's great indicators for a green market. So I'm really excited about that.
Next cum rocket is Baby Zog. So Baby Zog is essentially going to be the first ICO project launching on the Infinaeon blockchain. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, guys, while we're talking about Lunar Pump, which just is Moon Monday, it is Lunar Pump centric, we do have a little teaser trailer that we want to play for a token. I believe that's launching Wednesday. We'll also drop all the main details for it in chat. Now, again, if it's a token that we know the devs or we trust, it's doing everything right, we will promote it. This is one of those tokens. I believe it's going to be on BSC, but we do have a teaser for it right here. So we'll go ahead and play that, and then we can talk about it a little bit.
Have you ever driven somewhere familiar? Something routine? When you get to your destination, no matter how hard you try, you can't recall the journey. Now imagine that, but in the vastness of deep space. Your mind wanders to places one would never think possible. But it always lands on one simple, unequivocal fact. We are all stardust.
Yeah, and I don't think they released a name yet, so I'm not going to get ahead of them. But this is looking to launch Wednesday. Get your BNB ready. We'll go ahead and share everything a little bit later today in the Telegram, so you can get over to their Telegram and hang out and kind of get ready for that launch. But hopefully this will be the next cool LunarPumpFun token that goes ahead and bonds. So super excited for that one.
I believe I believe it's actually the following week. I think they might have pushed it out a little bit.
Correct. Sorry about that. You're right, Miss Pete. When I say Wednesday, I mean next Wednesday. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like 9 days from now. Sorry. very bad communication there. Saying Wednesday, that's 2 days away. So yeah, not this Wednesday, but next. Actually, sorry about that. I'm in my mind. I'm kind of thinking it's Friday. So used to Infinity on Friday. So but yeah, not this Wednesday, but next is going to be that release date. Just to clarify. Good catch.
And everybody, your suspicions have been proven right. Kryptonite is a droid, and he has officially glitched out. Check it out. All right. How is that going? Anyway, how is Kryptonaut? How's that going on Lunar Pump at the moment? Who's winning that battle?
Yeah, check it out. But I think it's a bit slow right now. But I think the devs focuses somewhere else. He's building something amazing. I mean, check out the posts he made and the Infinion launch. It's very cool. The whole project, the
Yeah, I love it.
stories, it's massive. It's amazing. You know, he's very passionate.
Yeah, it's great. Building out that universe and stuff is really cool. I always love that deep lore. I know Joe's a big lore guy too, big time. I'm sure we all are probably here, but yeah, it's really
But
good.
I think the day will come, and I will just fund Kryptonaut by myself. I mean, I
Yeah,
just buy it up.
I'm liking the look of Pothead right there, huh? And Sir.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I just noticed Pothead. Yeah, so Pothead is a humanoid flower pot hybrid, more specifically a Sydney cannabis grown vessel. People come up with some stuff on these on our platform.
I really enjoy that.
And
Yeah,
AI.
and you know what?
And soon they
Another
will all
cool thing-
fund.
Another cool thing about Infinion that I keep noticing is people keep launching stuff and they keep putting pretty good narratives behind it, making stories. We were talking about a whole cinematic universe. Like people are definitely like putting some thought and some time and effort. So yeah, get your ETH bridge from ETH over to Infinion ETH and definitely go support them.
Yeah, all right. Do we know who launched Pothead? Is that just a random one? Anybody know who launched that?
I
Could
have
be
no idea.
SFC. I'm not sure. So
Where is he? SF?
maybe it was
bro?
him.
Hey, you, bro. Come on, fess up. I mean, I can't believe I didn't think of that right away. Good call, Mike. Probably is.
Most of not so many projects. I think it's about 3 projects. Not more right now, but
It's
way
3 or 4
more very
projects that are
soon.
bonded.
Yeah, maybe 4. It's not that much, but you know, the big marketing push will come with the next update with a new chain integration. And as Sean already said, we have a big company firm, and yeah, excited.
Yeah, I see we have some requests for the Soul on LunarPumpFun. We can go ahead and play that video. You guys want to see it?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Course, very cool video. Cool. And shout out to Baby Draco and Moonboy. If you're not aware, Moonboy is on BSC, one of our meme tokens, and Baby Draco is on Infinion. And for those that are holding Moonboy, we've definitely not forgotten about him. Again, just kind of one thing at a time. He's our baby. We're still holding the floor, always will be. The tokens are locked away. More than likely, one, they're just getting burned. But that is something that we are going to switch our focus to at some point. But yeah, go check out Moonboy and Baby Draco. And then, of course, that was the video for Soul on Lunar Pump. And maybe we're kind of showing some more videos or people that might be joining. We're up to 223. One of the biggest news today is this right here. And while we're playing videos for the newer people, the second big part of the news is the Infinaeon wallet is officially live on Android. And you go ahead and check that out right here.
Woo! Bullish
That's actually-
AF, boys.
That's one of my favorite videos. I love that video. I don't know if it's the beat or what it is, but yeah, I love that video.
Good tunes. And I mean,
Yeah.
just think about that. Those last three, like Solana coming to Lunar Pump, Wallet just after going live on Android, iOS coming soon, and then what was the other one? The Bitmart on the first centralized exchange. So it's like, and all the on top of all the other stuff. So like, talk about delivering time after time after time, and it just gets more and more. And there's not a lot of eyes on this project at the moment. It really is a hidden gem in the space. And once this marketing thing starts ramping up, enjoy the fire sale is what I guess I'm trying to say right now, because this is about to really go skyrocket here, I feel.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we're all a little biased on the stage, but I definitely feel like it's a hidden gem. And I want to say, with the marketing company, their founder is going to do an interview with me. We're going to kind of do like a deep dive into how Infinion was born, what the thought process behind it was, what was accomplished. And I know we're going to kind of break that video up into multiple clips, and they're going to spread it everywhere. So there's just tons of cool stuff coming up for Infinion. And again, definitely think that we are a hidden gem. Staking, we have 75.5 million token stake, which roughly over 30%, I think. Bounty's up to 3.8. If anyone wants to go ahead and click that, you can go ahead and get that bounty.
Conviction, boys, conviction. That's what it looks like right there. That amount of token staked. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome to see. And a lot of it was a vast majority that was staked before the token even went live with the placeholder tokens. For those that are new coming in, there was placeholder tokens issued because there was such a demand to get the 6-month staking underway. 10% APY on that, obviously you can see on screen. But yeah, a lot of conviction here, a lot of conviction in the community, the team, and things are going to start ramping up.
Yep. Hey, Matt, do you want to explain what the bounty is? I know there's some people that have asked that question and may not be aware, but if you don't mind explaining exactly what that is.
Yeah. So for anyone that was with OPHX, we had a 6-month auto staking, auto compounding staking pool, right? On Infinion, we do not have any type of chain link set up or anything like that on our chain yet. So that's how we auto compounded when we were on BSC. Since we didn't have that ability on our chain yet, because we're not integrated everywhere because it's new, we did come up with this kind of a way to reward the people to auto compound everybody, right? So that bounty builds up. I think it's 10 tokens roughly an hour, maybe. I think that's what it breaks down to. But as that builds up, when somebody goes in and claims that, they get those tokens directly to their wallet, and it compounds everybody in the pool automatically each time it's clicked. So needless to say, the quicker it's clicked, the quicker it's compounded, more APY kind of gets made. We have it we call it 10%, but it's not really 10% because it auto compounds. And then, you know, when somebody forgets and it gets a bit bigger, then somebody slips in and gets a big reward for compounding everybody. But that's how it works. I mean, it's just a matter of making it a way to compound automatically with users. I guess you could look at it that way.
It's a great little gamification setup. What's the biggest claim that was made there yet? Do we know?
It hasn't really made it to 10. I know, has it? I know 8 something is the biggest I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, ever since I think I got the claim one time before it actually went live when we were testing everything, and I think it got up to like 12. But I think it was like 8 or 9 has been about the most I've ever seen.
See, lady must have been sleeping that day.
See, lady must someone click it. Someone clicked it because it dropped back down. It was almost at 4.
Yeah,
but yeah, just a really cool thing, kind of like you said, kind of almost a gamification thing. But yeah, kind of had to slide in some dev talk there.
Yep, it's almost like a cha-ching, but
there you go. Can't wait for that cha-ching feature. It's all you're going to be hearing on Lunar Pump. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And we'll explain exactly what that is. Like I said, as we get a little bit closer, and we can break down exactly how it's done. No doubt, I'll leave that up to Matt to explain so I don't mess it up. But yeah, cannot wait for all those features. And kind of going back to Pump Fun, I always like to say, for people that think that our question is why do this, because no one can take out Pump Fun, and we're not looking to take out Pump Fun. Even just a small market share from Pump Fun is astronomical. Just 1% of Pump Fun is a game changer for Lunar Pump, for Infinaeon, for the entire ecosystem. So that's our ultimate goal, is just to chip away and just take as much percent as we possibly can. But again, anyone taking over Pump Fun, really hard. That'll be like someone trying to take over Uniswap or PancakeSwap. It's going to be a very big endeavor. But yeah, we are going to be chipping away. We're going to be having way more features. We're no doubt going to be better than them. They just unfortunately are going to have the name recognition. But I'm coming out the gate, we're going to have some very cool stuff that I think people are really going to enjoy.
And we have been given a message there, Joe. I know you know the guys at Patient Zero. They're just saying, because this was the first token launched on Infinion, right? Technically, right? The first, so this will be the token that will receive the most benefits ever in the history of Infinion, as it was the first token launched, right?
Yeah, and you know, the Patient Zero dev, I talked to him a good amount, and he's super excited about Patient Zero. You know, Patient Zero being the first token, obviously being the best token to benefit from the Infinion blockchain, and then every token afterwards will also benefit as more come on, more benefit. So it's bigger and bigger. But yeah, no, Patient Zero is definitely the first, and definitely the token that you know, throughout time people are gonna know and be familiar with. And the dev of Patient Zero, I mean, this guy, he is absolutely in love with Patient Zero. He you know, I talked to him and he's talking about different tweets he could do and different things he could do for the Patient Zero token. I mean, this guy is 24/7 thinking about Patient Zero, the ecosystem, and everything else going on.
Yeah, man, and you know what? I really love. I love the vibe over there. I love testing the boundaries of free speech. Let's say, right? I love that when you look at his posts, like they're jarring, but they're great. I love the content. I love that style of meme. You know, it's rough as fuck, but it's great. I mean, it's something really different. I love the artwork. I know Mrs. P absolutely loves Patient Zero. She loves all that artwork and stuff too. She's dark. I'm kidding. but it's awesome, and it's when I see it, I'm always like, man, I'd really love to make like a really cool video for that. So maybe someday if I could free up some time, I might just go and make one. I'd reach out to your boy Patient Zero. I'd love to make one, just a kind of a hype one, because it's horror, right? But it's horror, but it's also kind of dark humor as well, you know. So I love that angle. I love the vibe they're going for over there. It's really cool.
Yep. And you know, I said it before, but all your projects that launch early, from Baby Draco to Patient Zero, and all your early adopters of Infinion, as we grow, we definitely will not forget about those early supporters that were willing to actually take time to build on the Infinion blockchain. So we definitely will not forget about you guys.
All right, who's it going to be? Who's aping in? Go, go, go.
Once again, guys, if you have any and all questions, we're almost near the hour mark, so if you have any and all questions, please let us know. But I mean, what we have lined up is I mean, it's a rock star lineup what we have going on in the future of everything Infinion, whether it's Lunar Pump or Infinion to even patient 0. We got a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline, and if you guys have any questions, let us know right now. We'll try to answer as many as possible, because we always want to answer your questions to make sure everyone knows that, because we go for, as much team clarity as possible with everything. Anytime we have to hold something back, trust me, we want to tell you, and then we try to do whatever we can to get that information out to you guys as much as possible, because we want you guys to be on the same level with us. None of us are CEOs, we're just founders of the project, and you guys are in the same boat with us, and we're really appreciative of this. This is something that we don't every single day. We don't just go, okay, well, look over that. No, we look into growing this community, growing this blockchain, growing the Infinaeon name. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. So yeah,
we're all average.
If anyone's gonna spill the beans, it's gonna be me for sure.
I've learned that Sean is the guy who usually takes the most slack for well, the thing is, you're always out there the most, so you're the most susceptible to it happening. So, and you do, Joe. So it's like, it's unfair.
He gets too excited. He gets too excited, he can't hold nothing in.
Yes, it kills me whenever we have big news and we just can't say it. Again, as soon as we possibly can announce stuff, we always do. But as Joe said, we are nearing that hour mark. If you haven't done so, follow all of our YouTube channels, my YouTube channel, Joe's YouTube channel, the Infinaeon YouTube channel, LunarPumpFun Twitter, the Infinaeon Twitter, all the places that you're watching this video. We're streaming on like 7 different platforms. So make sure you follow all of them. You're liking, you're commenting, because everything that we're doing, from Bitmart to the wallet to LunarPump to the blockchain to the marketing companies we're bringing in to additional centralized exchanges, that means nothing if the community isn't behind us, liking and retweeting and commenting and watching all the videos that are being produced, because you guys will be what actually pushes us to the next level. You guys no doubt are knocking it out the park. Everyone's here showing up every day. And yeah, super stoked and excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, and we're live. We're up at like 231 viewers right now. And we're across. Yeah, so we're across 4 platforms on X. We're across 3 platforms, or 3 accounts on YouTube, and then we got the one main account on Twitch. And speaking of that, I'm not even following the account on Twitch. I just keep forgetting it's there. But if anyone has a Twitch account, get over there, start following that, get some comments in, upvote, whatever you can do over there. There's usually some feature that you can do. Shout out to C Lady and Men Talk, and they moved from BSC. That's right, Matt. You were involved in that transition, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of their unsung dev. So yeah, I handled that.
And we got a question from Muhammad. He says, does the market campaign continue with Liam, or what's his name?
So Liam still is on board. We currently aren't running any campaigns. Web 2 marketing is extremely expensive. We did it for months and months. We did it for like 5 or 6 months. So we kind of had to dial back a little bit from that to kind of go another route with the marketing now that the token's actually live. But we will no doubt be going back to Web 2 marketing when the budget allows and different things like that. But yeah, Liam wasn't just a marketing partner. He's an actual investor into Infinaeon. So yeah, he's not going anywhere. We love working with the guys over at CoinPresso. But yeah, there will no doubt be a time where you see us back on Web 2. Again, just baby steps. We were there for months. It was kind of time to pivot, but we will be back.
That was mainly kind of pre-sale anyway. You need to do that kind of marketing specifically for pre-sales and things, right? It's most effective.
Yeah. You're looking at tens of thousands of dollars per month to run it. Not sure the massive effect it would have at the current state that we're in. But yeah, it's definitely something that we want to kind of get running for Lunar Pump and for the whole ecosystem as a whole. But yeah, we'll be back to Web 2, no doubt.
Absolutely.
All right. I think this is the longest MoonMonday we've had yet, Joe. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we usually cut it to about 30 minutes, but hey, we got everyone here. Everyone's talking. Everyone's having a time. Good time, so why not hang out? And then did we sing Mustafa? Everybody here needs to acknowledge that these things take time. It doesn't happen in one night. We need to be realistic and push it as much as we can instead of just dreaming, which is correct. The only way the dreams that everyone's dreaming up, including us, are going to come true is if we all work together and push it there. It's the only way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen by just sitting back. This isn't something that, you know, you got to work for it basically when it comes to crypto. It isn't something that you just sit back and wait for stuff to happen. The more people work together and kind of push it forward, the bigger and, you know, faster we'll get there.
Absolutely, guys. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. I'm Scripto Joe, Mr. Pixels, DeFi Sean, Rebel Matt, Mike the Cryptonaut. I'll see you guys on the moon.